Students would use a video conference style technology to communicate directly with teachers. His Hubmaster idea was designed to be simple so that anyone can do it, even me.
Right here at the main stage, Cheap Trick just got done performing, so we just missed it, but it was a great show.
Here you can see smoke coming up where this peat fire exists. 14 school buses have Wi-Fi on board. As Chuck walks, a GPS locator is tracking his every single movement and uploading it to his website.
I've been on scene here at the location 5 Northwest where the shooting took place just down this road since about 6:30.
If caught out in the open during a lightning storm, immediately crouch down. Put your hands on your knees. It's 400 feet long, which completely unraveled covers the entire 2 city blocks of the event. Wi-Fi on wheels. It's on trains, planes, and now school buses.
It's the wave of the future, and we're just kind of ahead of that curve. Bemidji was the first school district in the state to put Wi-Fi on their buses.
Covering 824 square miles in a 3-county area, kids in Bemidji spent at least an hour on the bus.
I'm playing Minecraft.
I got 1 strike.
The kids have something to do. They're more relaxed, calmer.
In my class, we use computer laptops sometimes for worksheets, so I use my iPad to go on the same website.
If I'm listening to my music, then I get kind of calm because I like music.
Now the biggest commotion while riding the bus is when the Wi-Fi connection isn't working.
It's not that fast.
Look at this, it doesn't even work.
You have to hold your phone in the air or whatever to make better connections sometimes.
14 school buses have Wi-Fi on board out of the 69 that have a daily route and the 88 total in fleet. However, all of the school buses are connected to a GPS system through the Wi-Fi.
It's one of our special ed buses. We have passive GPS units that fit on the bus looking for a passive Wi-Fi. And when it finds one, it reports its location.
But in just nearly 2 years running in Bemidji, Wi-Fi on board is already getting an upgrade. Come fall, all the buses will have 4G, and students will be able to rent iPads from the middle school.
Now you're set. That's familiar? Okay.
Currently, the district is test driving a new system that uses the Wi-Fi to remotely access video surveillance.
There's only 2 of us in the country that are working on it with this particular company to see can a Wi-Fi unit do more than just surf the internet.
And who knows what new Wi-Fi technologies will be en route even further down the road. Jamil Donith, Lakeland News.
John Wongberg has been a teacher here at Central Elementary School since 1986, and it was here at this very school on March 17th of 2011 that the mother of a kindergarten student came forward to the school principal with allegations that Wongberg had inappropriately touched her daughter. Now she is speaking on camera for the first time, and she says she won't be revealing her last name, however, to protect the privacy of her children.
It's your worst nightmare. Times 10.
Krista's daughter was in kindergarten when she came forward with allegations of sexual abuse against former Bemidji teacher John Wongberg.
Nobody wants to believe it's your friend or your neighbor or whoever, and so I run into a lot of roadblocks.
Wongberg was charged with 3 counts of criminal sexual conduct Wednesday. All 3 of the alleged victims were girls under the age of 10. And 2 of the 3 allegations came from Central Elementary.
I was terrified to even let my kid go to school.
After failing to reach Wongberg by phone, we went to his Cass Lake home to give him the chance to comment. Doesn't look like anyone seems to be home. You want to make any comments, sir? So we just tried to knock on the door here, and it looked like John Wongberg actually came around and waved us away. Wongberg had notified the school district of his retirement on March 15th of 2011. 2 days later, Krista came forward.
We have a conversation. We say we're placing you on administrative leave. We escorted him out the building and, took his keys.
The Bemidji school superintendent says they handled the issue according to policy, which he says is thorough and effective.
Our policies are very good. They're very well thought out.
You're supposed to trust the school and the teachers. That's the safe place, and then this happens at school from a teacher.
And the superintendent also says that they have a very strong sexual harassment policy in place that comes from sources such as the state and national school board associations. Now, the policy itself outlines and looks at definitions as well as school board actions, reprisal, and even outlines training procedures.
Chuck Lewis is walking for his fellow warriors.
I felt like we need to bring more recognition to what they do.
The 62-year-old veteran is getting the nation's attention.
I thought, well, let's walk across the country and see what happens. The cart weighs 145 pounds.
In a neon orange shirt, pushing a caravan of veterans' memorabilia.
Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard.
Trekking across the United States in 6 months, from Everett, Washington to Washington, D.C.
People have asked, aren't you kind of old to be doing this? Are you healthy enough to be doing this? I'm not going to get any healthier, and I ain't going to get any younger.
Walking along Highway 2 just outside Fosston, Chuck waves to passing cars. Some honk in support. One man even stopped to donate.
One of the things that's heartening to me are the amount of families that stop.
As Chuck walks, a GPS locator is tracking his every single movement and uploading it to his website via a satellite feed.
It will show you the latest one will be within 10 minutes of wherever I'm at, and at 3 miles an hour, that's within a half a mile.
The Montana man has been on the road for 2.5 months. Traveled more than 1,400 miles.
I try to average between 20 and 25 miles a day.
And raised more than $16,000 for veterans programs.
I'm out there trying to remind people what it's like to be patriotic and what it's like to serve our country.
Putting his words to the pavement by traveling on foot so that fallen veterans are not forgotten.
I've had 40 years since Vietnam that friends of mine didn't get, and so 6 months is nothing.
Jamil Donith, Lakeland News.